Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I will be testing the Thrustmaster TGT. The TGT was introduced as the official Gran Turismo wheel in June 2017 after a 4-year co-development between Thrustmaster and Polyphony Digital, and was available in shops around November of that year, shortly after the release of Gran Turismo Sport. It has been for several years the flagship of Thrustmaster. So I will start directly with the price when it was launched. €799 for the base, the rim and the T3PA pedals. The design itself is a bit boring. Black with a PlayStation and Thrustmaster logo on it, but nothing else colored for the rest. It is entirely made of plastic except for the transducer in the front and the grille on the top. It does feel very heavy, which is in my opinion a sign of quality. On the inside at least, because for a high-end wheel this really misses some quality materials in the finishing. All the buttons you have on your PlayStation controller are integrated into this rim. Whether you like this or not is a personal preference, and my personal preference is too much. Now I do have to admit that the 4 metal ones are handy as they are mapped to things like brake bias and traction control in Gran Turismo Sport. The rim is a bit small to my liking with 28 cm of diameter, and I am a fan of the sober look of this rim. The black and silver with almost unnoticeable colors on the metal buttons does appeal to me. The rim is also wrapped in leather, which gives it a premium feel. The quality of the chrome paint, however, is disappointing. This is exactly the reason why they should incorporate some more metal into the wheels. The rim is exchangeable and uses the old just screw it in quick release system. One of the main issues that has plagued the T300 series was the cooling, and that has been fixed by Thrustmaster in this base. There is a single fan blowing the hot air directly out of the casing via the ventilation grill on top, and very important, the massive power supply is not integrated in the base but is external. Talking about that power supply, some creativity from the Thrustmaster team. It stands out from all the other boring boxes of power supplies and I like it. Well done. The motor in the TGT is a T40 VE custom brushless motor. It is more powerful than the T300 with about 6 Nm versus 3.9 Nm, and the transfer of that power towards the rim is via a dual belt intermediate, again like its smaller brother the T300. When you switch between them you will feel the increase in power, especially when you have some longer driving sessions. In previous videos there has always been a debate on the torque a base should have, and I guess that it is also personal. I just like the fact that I can feel the power and behavior of the car on the road, but I don't want to have ice packs on my wrists if I drive a car for 2 hours, so for me the torque is more than enough. The ride itself feels good, not perfect but very detailed, and there are no real dead moments that you don't feel anything at all. The TDFB generated by the transducer adds extra vibration feedback into the steering column, which feels very different. It is subtle and adds to the immersion of playing a race game. With a race game I mean Gran Turismo Sport, as that part is exclusive to the software of Polyphony Digital. The pedals. Yeah, well, the pedals are T3PA pedals. Those who watch my videos know my opinion on these. It is the same pedal base you get in a T300 RS GT. They are not bad in comparison with the other pedals they had until then, but the braking with or without the cone is dramatic and the gas pedal is too soft. If I'll ever make a video explaining the different technology in the pedals, I'll link it up here. The base is compatible with PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC. It is yet to be seen if the transducer will still be as present in Gran Turismo 7 as it was in Gran Turismo Sport. It would be a real shame if the new Gran Turismo would drop support for that, and especially a smack in the face for people that paid the full price for this base. In conclusion, the TGT is a very good wheel, even if you don't use it for Gran Turismo Sport. But is it worth its money? Absolutely not. With a price point of €799, it is about 2 times the price of a T300 base, and frankly, the driving experience and immersion does not multiply a factor of 2 between both. Not even if you only play Gran Turismo Sports. It simply lacks the really high-end finishing, the plastic hull, the T3PA pedals. There is no way you can ever justify that price for what you get in return. But then we have the TGT-2. It comes loaded with TAECQ, TDC, C, TRTF, TLIN, T40VE, TDFB, TFOC, TMCE, T-Turbo And on top of that, you can buy it for an advised retail price of €749.99, which is €50 cheaper than the TGT. With a sleek red TGT-2 branding on the transducer, pedals and next to the rim, some added chrome paint around the quick release, this is absolutely an improvement on the boring original. It would have been nice to part a bit more from the plastic, but certainly a plus for trying. And that is where it ends. 4 years and 23,000 hours of R&D to come up with a bunch of acronyms and a modest makeover of the exterior. Aside from the branding, the pedals still remain the same average and aged T3PA pedal set. The rim seems to have another chrome coating on the plastic, which is good. It still remains a good wheel, like the TGT, and you will have the best driving experience and immersion in Gran Turismo Sport of all wheels in the Thrustmaster lineup. But for that money, these days you expect something else, especially if you see what the competition pull out of their sleeve. Now, to end with a positive note, the TGT-2 base is finally sold separately, and that is a good thing. I have in this video and others had a lot of criticism on the rim and pedals, and I'm glad Thrustmaster now offers the base as a standalone. At $449.99, it's more reasonably priced and has potential of attracting a lot of T300 users that already possess a nice rim and pedals. I'm always on the lookout for new steering wheels to review, and hopefully next video will be about the Logitech G923. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the review and want to be kept informed about any further reviews. And I will see you all next video.